Good evening, it's VJ Franz K. I'm here with the TR6s Rhythm Performer drum machine, and I also have the TR Editor, which is a new app that Roland has released, which allows you to edit your TR6s patterns and kits and everything in memory on your computer screen, which, notice, every time I make a change on the hardware, it is instantly also represented on the software. That's great, because there are some settings that it's faster to do on your computer screen, because as you notice, the TR6s, it's a very small drum machine. It's optimized for portable beats. And if you don't need that kind of portability, maybe go with the TR8s, which is larger, but it doesn't run on batteries. Wait a minute. All right, I changed the kits there. But anyway, I wanted to make a beat on pattern kit 67, and I'm using pattern 6-7. I just keep it easy. I number the patterns and the kits the same that I'm going to be using together, but you don't have to do that. So to change this, I'm going to select bass drum here, and then I can flip between all different kick drum options. I could put in some more kick drums. This is one of those the FM kicks, which is kind of interesting new feature they added recently. But anyway, on my kit edit, or even my instrument edit is what I'm doing right now. But notice when I change this, it's changing the tuning and the decay. Really nice, really nice to have this. I can change this morph knob as well. And in fact, this control knob isn't doing anything, but if I use select, I could change this to control the morph. Isn't that great? So now I've mapped another controller for me to use. But I'm going to keep, let's see, can I select from an instrument list? I can. Wow, look at this. So this is a nice, fast way to look through all of these different available kicks within the unit. You can see which are PCM, that's samples, and which are FM, and which are ACB. Yeah, a great way to keep them all in your mind for when you want to use them. Anyway, I'm going to use one of these FM kicks just because I like the FM kicks, and they're kind of new. You know, they were added with a new firmware update, so. Oh, interesting. So that was too noisy before, but by changing the morph, we sort of tamed that weird sound. That is very interesting, but I don't think that it really suits this kaleidoscope project that I'm working on right now. So I'll save that in my my mental memory for later on. It's a classic with electro, the Zap Kick. So I'll just get that tuned in so it sounds right, adjust the decay. You know, do you want it to continue sort of rumbling in the background there, or do you want it? It's cool to have a lot of different adjustments here, and that is why you're using a drum synthesizer instead of just a drum sampler. Even though I like drum samplers quite a lot too. But you could adjust all of this other stuff too. Anyway. And it's nice to be able to see all of these knobs, which exist inside the device's memory, but they don't... Whoa. All right. I see. Too much there. So I can choose one of these different effects to apply to the individual instrument. Maybe the saturator. You can hear it thickening up and sort of transforming a bit there, modulating, but modulate, ring mod. Just be wary of using too much ring mod because, as I sometimes say, ring mod is the effect, you hear that? Ring mod is the effect that can possibly be the most annoying of all standard effects. So use it sparingly and use it carefully, not too much. The transient, now that's a nice one. Anyway, can't really hear it that much on this setting, but I'll change it later. Low and high boost. Wow. All right, you definitely can hear that. So I could boost my low frequency elements there if I wanted to. And here I am sliding the volume. Now, does it slide? Yes, it does slide. It corresponds with the hardware there. That's good. Now, one thing that you usually want to do with your kick drums is turn down the reverb send. Yes, you don't want a kick drum to be sending a bunch of reverb because it sounds like mud, basically. Too much. Sometimes I will give my reverb my bass drum a little reverb, but only a little, and usually nothing. Okay, so on to the snare. We took a lot of time with that kick drum, but it's worth choosing a good drum because obviously the kick drum is the backbone of your electronic dance music and very significant for hip hop and other styles too. So that is one thing I like being able to do with a drum machine, is just flip through a long list of presets that then I can mold or change into something else. So go to here, go to Instrument, select Snare Drum, and then I'm flipping through. Am I flipping through? Yes, I'm flipping through the list here. Snare and syn clap. I kind of like that. And I might change that kick drum to a more acoustic sounding thing in just a minute, but we'll start with it like this. So this may be the tom, low tom and hand clap, closed hat and open hat. All right, let's go ahead and go to closed hat. So notice it instantly has copied the pattern in. Very nice. Or I can edit it right on the screen. Let's watch. Nice interaction between the app and the device. Of course, you don't have to use the app. You can make your beats entirely with the hardware, but it's nice to be able to do it. The app as a sort of backup or corroboration when you're at home. Connect it in this way. Before a show, get everything ready. Medium closed hi-hat. And one thing is that you probably want to use the same. Interesting. It's a cool sound, but it's not really suitable for this project. Or you could have a completely different set of two different hi-hats interacting. Master effects. That's an important question. I'm looking at my verb. Turn up. Oh, got to turn up the level of the reverb before I'm going to hear it. And maybe I'll use room reverb. So lots of reverb for the snare. And maybe I'll cut down the reverb send to the hats, just so it doesn't get too noisy, and then slide down the levels of the hats also. On the sliders, yeah, make it so it's not quite that noisy. On my delay, I'm going to want to change, right now it's 8D. Perhaps due to my spending time with a lot of electribes and other things, I often like to have a little bit of delay on the drums, just because that adds that extra little interesting complexity to everything that's going on. But maybe I will turn it down on the bass drum, because delay is not so bad with a kick drum, because it's just a copy, but still don't want too many kicks turning everything. All right. So now I'm going to put in some instrument sounds, and because this is not just a drum machine, it is a It's a groove box or a melody machine, it can even be. So I'll scroll down. Oh, I see. I can choose the categories. How handy. And all of these user things that I still have to import. But didgeridoo, why not? I'm looking for a sort of down-tempo pattern here. So I'm going to go back to the overall and turn the tempo down even further. And I can just enter it on the keyboard. So there we go. Much slower. Add a bit of shuffle into the mix. That sounds nice. I don't know if I'm really going to keep that didgeridoo, but I can keep scrolling through a bunch of scaled sounds. Now, for this particular machine, the way that I would write a melody is to sequence, turn the motion on, go to my low tom, and now I'm changing the tune. You're going to change your tune, as they say. Unfortunately, I don't have an undo. Even using the app, not yet. An undo would be good. It would be great if they would make this into a full melody editor instead of just being a bar without visible values on it, you know? But it's still better than a lot of drum machines have, which is not very much. I may slow it down even further. But while I'm slowing it down, I will be adding more complexity to the pattern at this speed. So eventually it will seem to be going fast. Synth, voice, bass, different categories. Messing around with this for a while, but I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to edit now. Let's see. I'm going to edit the other voice, which the hand clap will become no longer a hand clap, but another instrument. Make sure that I'm editing the hand clap. There it is. All right, now I can go to synth again. Synth Calliope. No air horns, please. This is not that type of track. All right. Oh, another thing I can do. Watch this. I can change my kick drum. The blue instantly changes. My snare drum to yellow. My low tom, I'll make that purple. Changes. My synthesizer, I'll make that a green. My closed hat, I'll make that pink. Now this is a bug that I might have noticed, is that I can change the color of this, can change the color of the hats on here, on the screen, but it doesn't seem to change them in the real unit. And that's different because all of these other tracks will change. Not the hand clap either. I wonder why. Well, anyway. So that's something to make a note of. Okay, so suppose I want to go into the motion for the hand clap also. HC. So now I'm editing I might have stumbled onto a nice melody there. Once again, I can adjust this filter here. If I'm adjusting here, Interesting. So suppose I like that upper part, but I need to fix the lower part so it goes with it. It's going to be a bit hard to make a melody that is too complicated. With just this interface here. So those slightly red-brown dots there are where I have put down a note microscopic pixel adjustments there. Try and get it on tune. Okay, so back to this. Maybe I need more feedback in the delay. Overall, notice these are showing green. All right, I can write it write my pattern. Writing, alright. Send. Still won't change the color of those. That is odd. Okay, so anyway, go to my pattern once again. I could add some substeps. With a pattern particularly this slow, I might want to add some substeps. To make it seem like it was playing faster. You know what I'm saying? So... and I could even put in some lower velocity notes, maybe 50 instead of 80. Try that. Ah, see, it is dimmer. So, once again, a nice way to get some more depth in there. If I wanted my... Another great thing about this machine is that it always has these sliders. They're always ready to control the levels of everything. So if your machine is suddenly sounding in a way that you don't want it to, fade down some of the voices until it's what you want to deal with at that time. And what's nice about this small machine is that I can control it with just one hand. And, well, some of the things you can do with one hand. There is a lot of shift button things that you have to use two hands with, or put your thumb on the shift and then do something else. But as you learn all of the tricks, so maybe I'll put in some sub steps. Oh, interesting. Maybe I'll put in third substeps. Or fourth. And have them at a lesser velocity just so they don't get too loud. That's one thing about beat making, as you can see on my sign there. Is that it is a process that takes a while to do it well. So yeah, building up a nice groove there. But perhaps this is the wrong... I'm writing this. I'm also going to write the kit. And I can change the name. Watch how easy the name of the kit changes. That's one thing. It is definitely easier to type on a screen than to make it with the wheels. KALEIDO kit. And there it is, instantly changed. And then I can go to the name of the pattern. Pattern also has a name. I wish I could type it right on here too, but oh well. So Kaleido Beats VJ, that is okay. Right, that, and just remember, if you're used to a machine like an Electribe where there is no kit, there's just a pattern, you have to write the pattern and the kit, and you have to keep those together. Now what you can do is you can have more than one pattern that refers to the same kit. So that could be handy, because then editing that one kit will change the sound of all of them. Scatter, interesting. So I can change the type of scatter and the depth. I wish I had a visual of what the different types of scatter actually are, you know? But I can hear them, but I don't know what they are named. You know what I'm saying? And it is not always clear what changing those knobs will do. Oops. I would like to undo that, but I can't undo that because there's no undo. Hard to get just the right note in there, isn't it? Now I could edit the filter also. Could I? Oh, I see, I could do the control. So, what is my control doing on this particular instrument? Instrument effects, but I could do the filter cutoff. So then I'll do that. If I hold record, will it record that into the system? Let's try that. Where's the record button on this? There we go. Look at that, first try. How beautiful. So it recorded in my control value and made it this thing. It's a nice wave. But I could purposefully redraw this to some other shape or random values. Kind of interesting. Turn up my resonance a little bit. I don't know if this really fits the name KALEIDO that I had originally intended, but I guess I will go with it. And I will consider this one almost complete for now. But I guess I'll end this video. Maybe I'll do one more pattern before I stop for tonight, but VJ Franz K, please sign up, subscribe, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. That's nice. Helps me get more machines, definitely. And I hope you like this new video camera I've been using too, to monitor the machine alongside with everything else. Oh yes, maybe I will change that out for a different kick drum in the end, but something acoustic. Not the Zap Kick, but a sample. No, not one of those. Wait. Oh, I see. There we go. So now it's only samples. All right. Anyway, it has been nice beat making with you for a while, and please come back soon.